people who are who need the help, who are suffering more. So he's more involved in that, in distributing prasadam to them. And like I said, mainly involved in kirtan. He does kirtan programs for the Grihasthas in Mayapur and a lot of other activities. After the class, we will have prasadam from 5 to 6, and then we will have japa meditation, and then at 7 o'clock we will have Gora Arti, which will be a ceremony for the temple deities, and then from 8 to 9:30 we're going to have more kirtan. So now the title is going to be The Ultimate Solution. It's going to be in English, so if anyone needs a translation in German, braucht jemand eine Übersetzung ins Deutsch? Verstehen alle Englisch? Sehr gut. So, with no further ado, please, Mahasingha Prabhu, I'll give you the word.
I would like to greetings all of you again. Is there anyone who come first time? No, that's okay. Yes, sorry. But I would like also to greetings my friend who came for my invitation. It's Rustam. It's a very dedicated person to Krishna consciousness, understanding so deeply and so much. When I joined the Hare Krishna, I didn't understand that much as he understands. And I would like to also greetings Ernye Prabhu, who was 20 years ago. As I remember from my friend information, you were 20 years ago in Mayapur, living there, right?
Not living there, but
you were sometimes there as well. Thank you very much. I don't know all of you, but really, from the bottom of my heart, I offer my obeisances. Not because it's a custom of Hare Krishna devotees. If you will remember, if you will remind the story when Rahugan, the king Rahugan, his name was Rahugan, right? Who engaged the Jada Bharat for carry on his palanquin. Sorry?
I think Rahugan.
Yeah, Rahugan. That's what. Did I say another name? No, Rahugan. Yeah. And he was so upset that palanquin was not carried properly, shaking all the time. But the reason was that the Jada Bharat carried palanquin on his way. He just jumped over the ants. He did not want to step on them, on the ants. Can you imagine? But today, in this such a called civilization, every year, Hare Krishna, every year we're killing over 170 millions of animals per year. And such a self-realized person like Jada Bharat, he didn't want to step on the ants. Can you imagine? And we're proud of our civilization, keeping the cow in the slaughterhouses. And everything would change from the goat to dog, because most of the population today, they love dog, and I'm not against the animals. Opposite way. I always try to protect them as well, especially the cow. And everyone turned back from the God. They don't want to pray, believe, or live for God. Right? Okay, let us read the Bhagavad Gita as it is, because there were so many translations, but didn't make so much so many of the devotees actually. Prabhupada make them thousands of them. And what we should do, carry on his mission, try to keep everyone in Hare Krishna, whoever joined to our movement. Just keep them. Prabhupada said, we make the gallons of the blood to bring the atheistic people, non-believers, to Krishna consciousness. And later on, when already the most important job was done, that someone was convinced, okay, there is Krishna, let go to the temple. And in temples, like everywhere, sometimes following the hierarchy, like in the school, like in the army, like in the job. Why? Let us recognize who is who. If person come with the open heart, what's the matter? To put myself higher than he is. Do you remember from Krishna book the story when Yudhishthir organized the Rajasuya, right? And there, the demigods and all the highly situated aristocratic people, kings, princes, they came, thousands of them. And what Krishna did? He used to wash everyone's feet. Everyone's feet. Be the Supreme Lord. And I'm not wondering, and I'm not doubt. We have much more proof, Krishna's presence, that at the day the people just seeing Krishna, they conform, yeah, he's the Supreme Lord. But we have so much gift, and lots of opulence left for us. Krishna, seeing us running away, he didn't turn back. He said, okay, my dear, there is an apple tree, there is a veg. I'm the seeds of the, right? What Krishna said. I'm the seeds of all the living beings, right? And when you plant the seeds, let's say apple seeds, the apple tree grow up, giving the 1,000 of the apples, and each apple is giving the, let's say, 20 seeds. Each of them is again new apple. So much wealth. Of course, GMO don't let you accept the Krishna's mercy. We have to reduce all this gift. Krishna. We read the 18th chapter and 58th text. First will be Sanskrit. We'll read the Sanskrit and then translation, okay? Not because I know well the Sanskrit. Okay, I can say Bengali. And Bengali is much more closer to Sanskrit than Hindi. But it's still different. Matchita sarva durgani mat prasada tarisyashi adhachetva mahankaran nashosya shivi nanksyasi. If you become conscious of me, who is speaking? Krishna. He is speaking this. To whom? To that ones who left him. And that request, Krishna's request, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of the conditioned life by my grace. It's not force, not by force. Because Krishna did not force anyone to read the Bhagavad Gita. But he is waiting for everyone who will turn towards him. And then kindly, by the sadhu sangha, by the sadhu generally, by the holy scriptures, by his holy name, by the prasadam, by the holy places, can conquer his illusion, Maya, and come back to Krishna. Again, if you become conscious of me, this is advice. When Arjuna was with Krishna on the battlefield, right? I tell you honestly, it's a heartbreaking moment. Why? The millions of people stay up against each other. It was the family. And because the conflict of the families, Kauravas and the Pandavas, the millions, yeah, hundreds of Akshauhini, stay ready to fight. And Arjuna, of course, he don't want. But Krishna explained him. Look, Arjuna, we're friends. The justice has to be present. We have to fight for justice. There is only two reasons that the war can be done. Every king have duty to protect and defend the citizens and protect the dharma. What does it mean, protect the dharma? To remove the evils. And then the Kauravas, they have nothing against to the Pandavas. Nothing. They grow up together in the school. Pandavas, they share everything with them. Right? But they try to take from them everything. If you not respect your blood connection, your relatives, your cousins, right? Your brother, sister, mother, father, grandma, and grandfather. If you don't respect, then how you can expect in this society the morality, loyalty? How? Because every single person was born not from the society, was born from the father and mother. Of course, you can say the forest, but forest will not exist if there will be not every single tree. If there is every single tree, you can say forest, right? You can say society if there each of us are God conscious. If, still Krishna saying, be omnipotence, right? Omniscience, omnipresent, all-powerful Supreme Lord, Purnam Adipurnam, complete in himself, and Atmarama, satisfied in every single point. He still say, if, this is the way how he talked to the people, right? Every one of you have experienced family life experience, right? What are you doing there? How long time I have to wait for you? Look how big different. If, however, you don't work in such conscious, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. What does it mean? I will not force you to protect you. If you will not follow, you will be lost. So much kindness. This is the gentle way. Seeing that someone is a dangerous situation, right? Krishna still say, if you don't, you will be lost. Right? Actually, that shloka is look like dogma, right? If you not be conscious, you will be lost. What right you have to say to another one person, if you not follow my advice, you will be lost? If you're saying like this, it means that you have to be master. Saying like that, you have to be somehow or other some kind of authorities, isn't it? Knowing what will happen. knowing your consequence. It means, like Bhagavad Gita says, you have to respect elders, parents, father and mother, authorities. Where is the right today? Where is the honesty? Living in this material world. Living in this material world with full Krishna protection. Because Krishna did not leave us alone in darkness, hungry, without food, without water, without family. We have everything. Such a magic that when you want to be born, the parents, they think about you. Let us get the baby. They don't know anything about life. They have just personal intercourse. The father lived the semen in mother womb. And they don't know who will be born, daughter or son, how he will look, who he will be, nothing. Krishna make every finger in your mother womb, in your stomach, and in the mother's stomach. You born ready, with hair, with eyes, with all the senses. We use later on for the indriyas, karmendriyas, tat mantras, mahabhutas. We just enjoy in this material life, growing up with family support and helping. But actually they don't create anything to support you. They use the same way how you use it, everything. Then, who is the Supreme? They share with you. They provide you, but they don't create anything. They don't make anything. And Krishna, as the Supreme Lord, in this shloka he said, you can pass over all the obstacles if you will follow me. It means that he is real. Dead books have 5,000 years. It was written 5,000 years ago. Spoken from Krishna to Arjuna. And later on, Vyasadeva, he narrated all these shlokas to Ganesh. He was writing speedy, like anything, to not miss anything, any one words. People have so many obstacles about God. Is he real or not? And this is the problem in the human life. To accept the God is a big problem. Even if there is a Christians, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu followers, millions of them, still the God is like something to, let's say, confess our wrongs to God. You know what I mean? Confess our wrongs, like our sins, to God. That's why we need him. But God is not for our purification. God is for expect from us love. This is the most important things of any living beings, to love Supreme Lord. And Krishna is so compassionate that in this shloka he said, if you follow me, you will be saved. You can conquer the obstacles. What is it? Obstacles. Right? It's my mind, my body, my senses. It can be family members or friends in your city, in your countries. It can be TV, it can be internet. It can be WhatsApp and phone. It can be everything. Padam padamya vipadam. Every step in this material world is a very danger. Why? Because you don't know your destiny. You know only one thing, is that you live. But we are not even aware how to live and how long we will live. This is, if you don't know, this is obstacles. Who present here know how long he will live in this material world? Nobody. And you know,
120 years.
wish you, of course, wish you. God bless you, as people used to say. When we have experienced that everyone died, right? When one day Yudhishthira was asking, what is the biggest illusion in this material world? And Yudhishthira gave the answer, people dying in front of our eyes, but we don't believe that we will die. It's a very important. If you will grow up from childhood with the understanding, look, you are temporary here. No one will feel saved. We will introduce everyone, newborn personalities, children, that the life can be finished in every moment. Not so long ago, the such a called advanced medical science, when they did abortion, they just put the scissors and cut the single part of the baby in the woman's womb. We don't want to inform, we want to remove the baby. Why don't give anybody a chance to be born and understand why I born in this material world, in this material body, right? Brahmanda Brahmite Kana Bhagyavan Jivaya Guru Krishna Prasada Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. Brahmanda Brahmite Kana. Brahmanda, Anda means a shape of the universe, right? Like an X, let's say. Brahmanda Brahmite Kana Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. It means that living being are all the time moving from one planet to another, from one body to another body, until we'll meet the sadhu, spiritual person, teacher, guru. Actually, it should be father, it should be mother. The Vedic culture don't advise be mother and father if you don't know why you live, who you are. Okay, if you cannot count on the parents' mercy to be Dvijabandhu. Dvijabandhu means someone who understood why he lived. Twice born. To be biologically born as a body, the cat, the dogs, the animals, they can do easy. There is also father, mother, right? But real meaning of human life is to avoid the second circle of the life, be born and going to die. We should remove, we should stop it. Samsara should disappear from our material life. How it can be done? By the parents. If not, you have to search for the spiritual master. Big support should be also from the king, today government. But we don't have so much. You have alcohol, cigarette, drugs, meat in every shop. Today is the divorce. Husband and wife, they don't live so long today. In the Western country, it's 80% of broken family. India have only 1%. Still, only 1%. the children grow up without parents. And if they are lucky to be born, then families, they quarrel, they fighting a lot between themselves. And they are not present at home because they have to go to the job. Although Krishna giving everything free, you cannot take it from the field, from the mountain, from the water. You have to go and buy. Why? Krishna didn't sell anything. There is no one company on this planet to have right monopoly for all this material life, land, seeds, right, water, but it's going everything to change more and more and more. We have right to take anything what is present in this material world. Can you imagine the monkey going to the shop and buy bananas? Like me. We're human, higher than monkey. You have to buy. Can you imagine cow? Because she was born, I say because it's a personalities. We say mother cow is a mother. Just to be born, have to pay for the grass, fish for the water to swim there. But you cannot keep the land if you not buy. Then don't let the fish be in the water because she didn't pay. It didn't pay, let's say. Everything is so upside down. That's why it's so difficult for people to believe God. One day, one king, because he was so pious, he got the darshan of Krishna. And he said, my dear Lord, I'm so happy to seeing you, but at the same time, I'm suffering. Why? Because I want my citizens to see you as well. Could you give your darshan to all of them? I will call them. Let us make deal, and one day I will call them. No way. Let me go. Please. And Krishna said, people will not accept me because you call them to accept me. No. I care for them, and I know them. They are very, very nice people. Okay, let's say after 1 month, I will see you here. We'll meet each other here. Call your citizens. And then he spread the news. Everyone can get Krishna darshan. And the people just running, gathering together, and they go towards the place where darshan is supposed to be there. And on the way, suddenly, they saw the big mountain of the brass and silver. And many of them, they become so agitated, said, why I have to go there? If I will collect tons of the brass and silver, I will be happy, pacify my life. And some of them turn towards the natural minerals, let's say. And others, they still walk forward. And suddenly they saw the mountain of the gold. Why I have to go? Come on, let us collect the gold. We never have that much amount. And part of this group turned left and collecting the gold. And later on, they saw the diamonds, ruby mountains. Can you imagine? The king's wife leading this king's kingdom society, including with all these people, they ran towards the diamonds, collecting as much as they can. Even the king's wife, Sari, almost fell down and make a hole from the weight of the diamonds. And seeing all these things, on the proper time there were no one. And he was shocked seeing his wife also collecting the diamonds, living in such a comfortable life with him. And then Krishna appeared and asked him, where is your citizens? My dear Lord, I don't know. It's happened somehow or other. Then on the way they find out the natural wealth, diamonds, gold, silver, and they collect and they become satisfied. They don't want to see you anymore. You see? Tulaya malavena pina svargam na svargam na. I forgot 1 second. Na punam. The most important things. Lavena. Lavena means 1/11 second. It's a time. 1/11 second. To God the Sadhu Association. Wise man, Rishi, Maharishi, Guru, Sadhu, you can change your life. You can save your life. 1/11 of the Lavana. Can you imagine? And there is not mentioned anything that if you will collect the tons of gold, you will live. Your life will be happy. What is it, happiness? What does it mean, comforts? Everything can be changed in 1 second in this material world. Because no one can guide the illusion. Maya is under Krishna control. And Maya is a teacher. Putting you down sometimes. Not because Krishna is against you, because your wishes. You want to enjoy, Maya will provide everything. Maya did not provoke anyone. If you don't want, not at all. 6 Goswamis living in Vrindavan, they don't want to sleep under close to the Kalpavriksha, the tree fulfilling all your desires. Surabhi was in Vrindavan visible for them. They didn't ask Surabhi, Kalpavriksha, Chintamani in the Vrindavan land. They just live every day and love Krishna. Like one day, the rich man came to the Birijabasi in Vrindavan. He said, look at me. I hear that you are so advanced. You're living on the Radha Kund. I can do something for you. I'm enough rich to help you. And just chanting the holy name, saying, there is a stairs in the Radha Kund, and one step is broken. Could you repair? He started laughing loudly, said, what do you mean? Concrete, everyone can provide. I'm a rich man. Give me something that I can do for Krishna. And the sadhu, still chanting, said, do you want or not? If you want, please repair this one step in the stairs in Radha Kund. Seeing his determination, and he said, let's try, let's do this. And coming to the stairs, he saw the stairs made from diamonds. And the big part of diamond on the one stairs was broken. He came back to the sadhu and said, I'm sorry, I cannot buy such a huge diamond. I'm not that much rich. And the sadhu said, if you will live with Krishna, you can do everything. You will be richest of the richest. Why? Because you can conquer the illusion. It's not the matter how much you collect and be possessive. Because possessiveness, it's like, it's make you thief. Because nothing is our in this material world. Nothing. If you say my, you just like thief. But ego is a very clever. You have the body, you cannot separate yourself from the body. That's why you say my. But at the same time, you have to be aware that you pretend to be the owners. One day I went to old Mayapur Vasi. He was 90 years old. And when I visited him, and then I asked him, is she your wife? He said, no. And the wife on the side said, I'm his wife. And I asked, is he your baby, your child? He said, no. And the 20 years boy, he came to me and said, my father, he never feel the owner. He never make himself owner of anything in this material world. Actually, my mother is his wife, and I'm his child. It was not joke. But if you not identify yourself with the number of your ID, because you have the number, the name is just for your family members, right? And then, then you cannot live in this country. Nothing. If you not put the name of the street, of the buildings, your family members, your profession, no, it's forbidden. You cannot do this. You cannot live like a sadhu on the street. Honestly saying, please forgive me, but it's so difficult today to speaking honestly, clearly, spiritually, because you have to say the truth about our life. We're pretender. It's nothing wrong against each of us or all of you. Avidya means that you don't know. Avidya is a kind of ignorance. Ignorance have 4 mistakes. Temporary, you treat as eternal. The dirty, you accept as a clean, as a pure. The body, temporary body, you accept as a soul, right? And something else I didn't mention. And the truth is the mistake, the lying you accept like a truth. It's very difficult to leave this material world, to leave this body. Everyone want to enjoy. Nobody want to talking about the last exam. In America, the scientists, sociologists, they make some research. They went to the hospitals, to the old age homes, right? And they ask the people before they die, what is your biggest desire in your life? 80% people, they said, to see the Las Vegas. 80%. We suffer in our life a lot. Oh, Hare Krishna Damodarji. I didn't recognize it without, sorry, now I can see. It's a very helpful. One time in the school, suddenly one baby screamed. My gift from my parents was stolen. And to all the present students, the teacher said, go out and come one by one to me. And anyone who is the thief, tell me personally. Okay? And then one by one they came to the teacher. They told something, right? And one of the students give back the stolen things. And this was nice. The girls were satisfied. And later on, after 40 years, the teacher walked on the street. And somebody was calling him, teacher! It's not from the Pink Floyd songs. It's not because of it. Teacher! And he stopped. And one man came. Don't you recognize me? said, no. It's me who stole these things. Why don't you remember? And teacher said, do you remember? I put the black glasses on my eyes just to not see who was the thief. And he said, that's why you always was so kind to me. You never treat me as a thief. Even if you are wise, you have to be clever, smart. How to not misuse intelligence to control, to abuse, to exploit. We have such a tendency as a parents, as a authorities, especially when you're politician or religion authorities. You have to be also very careful. The ego has such a tendency, use such intelligence, that can spoil ourselves. Like this, I don't know how you call it English, building where the people bring the grain and they grinding to the flour. How this building called? Mill. Okay. And then one philosopher come to the mill. How is called the man who grinded the grain? Miller. Yeah, right? Okay. And the philosopher come to the miller and request him, please, could you grind this bag of grain? I need the flour urgently. He said, okay, wait a moment. He brought the bull. He tied this wooden stick to his neck and put the bell on his neck and said, go. Please come after 2 hours. After 2 hours, the philosopher come back. Wow, thank you very much, so fast. But on the way, could you explain why you put the bell on the bull neck? The animals is animals. I just push him to walk around, but, he could stay. He will decide to stay and meditate, And the job will not be done. But hearing the bell, I understood that he walk around. Right? And the philosopher just think a moment, said, look, but he can stay and move the neck. And the philosopher said, you see, intelligence shouldn't be using for the misusing the people or living being. If you are intelligence, increase your comfort, spirituality. Don't use your intelligence, to cheat someone. That's what's happening in our life. When you are parents, when you are a friend, when you are the devotees. I don't want to say this thousands of stories, how as a devotee we treat sometimes Krishna. And we think that we are much more smart than he is. Or just don't be naive and slave and robots in your life, in your religion life, profession, in your manufacturing, wherever you industry work. Don't just put the frame. Maybe I will repeat again this story. One woman was carrying the wood, heavy wood on the head. And suddenly she fell down and praying to the Krishna, please help me. And then Krishna appeared, said, what I can do for you, Mataji? Could you put all this wood on my head again? And she was so happy. I know that you will appear. I know that you will help me. I pray all my life to you, for you as well. And she's gone. And Narada Muni asked, Krishna, she worshipped you from childhood. Why she did not ask you for something more? Just deliver herself from this world, Or just, she could be, Krishna is all-powerful person. Don't think that Krishna is only for praying, meditating. He is the friend of every living being. He said friendly to Krishna, to Arjuna, to the living being, if you will follow me, I will save you. All right? If you just believe just little, Krishna will protect what you have and provide what you have. But it's not the meaning of provide and protect. The meaning is just live forever with Krishna, right? We hear and we read a lots of story, Krishna Lila. It's so beautiful. It's amazing how people, the real happiness is just to be simple. One day I was distributing books on the street in Warsaw, and I saw the intelligent man. Really, he was like shining. And I come with Gita and I said to him, would you like to get these books about the Krishna? It's a concept of God in India, in the Vedic culture. And he said, don't make me stupid. He is not living with the cow around, and take care for them. Don't say me anything about God. How he know that Krishna really live with cows? His another name is Gopal, Govinda. And he said, don't say me that God living with the cow and he is friends of cow. How he know? Can you imagine? Even with the devotees sometimes, it's so difficult to accept such a powerful person. And his best activities is just be on the field with the calves, and running around with the gopas and gopi. Nothing else. Although there is an ocean, there is galactics, Krishna just live with the cows. I never saw again in my life such a wise man on the street, wise person, who just number one, he said, yeah, he don't live probably with the cow, right? I said, you're right, he live. He stopped, and he was shocked. He said, don't joke with me. I said, no. His name is Govinda. And he just ran away, look at me like idiot, that I'm idiot. Why not? Because we don't understand economy we have by the cow. If you have cow, land and grain, you have everything. But cow is in the slaughterhouses and dog is at home. Dog supposed to protect the house and cow supposed to feed you. No. We glorify, we worship the dog, and we kill the cow. That's why we don't understand the meaning of Krishna so much. In this material world, we're lucky have land, cow, grain. Scientists, they reduce the power of the grain by GMO, right? Such a called civilized people, they increase the slaughterhouses every year more and more, killing over the 150 million living beings in the slaughterhouses. In every airport, the alcohol is a first when you come from the airplane to buy. Not perfume, not food, just alcohol is the first you see in the shops on the airport. What we're doing with our life. Especially when you are friendly with Krishna, when you are born in India, when you become devotees, please share Krishna consciousness with others. Krishna said that such a people, devotees, are very dear to me. Not because they spread glory of Krishna, because you save others' fallen soul. It's a duty of the wise people. Transfer dog to cow, right? If they like it, they can accept the animals, of course. But don't worship, don't love, because you don't have love, you think and you say it's a best friend of human. Really? If you don't give the food, if you kick the dogs outside, he will call you, my friend, don't leave me alone. I love you. Did you hear this? Never. I spent so many years with the animals. I was so friendly. when my daughter have 10 years old, Radharani, she dressed deities today. And I said, Radha, let us go to the zoo. Where 10 years ago, I chant to the seal. Seal is a living being from the ocean. Seal. How you say? Sorry? Not everyone understands. Seal? It's a huge one, jumping and swimming. Sorry? Not dolphin, smaller than dolphin. Seal. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. And there were 15 of them in the zoo, swimming in the small lake. And I said to my daughter, Radha, so many years, 10 years ago, I feed them with prasadam and I chant them every day. Let us see if they still remember. And when I feed them, I whistle some melody as well. We went to the zoo and come to the lakes, and I was whistled this melody. And all of them suddenly come and jump. They want to be with you. After 10 years. And here sometimes you're speaking 20, 30, 40 years with the people. You know, the temple is in the city over 20, 30, 40 years. The culture in India over the thousand years is there. And people become atheistic, become rascals. It's for our goodness. Just encourage people by your wisdom, by your kindness, by your gentleness, especially by your love. Compassion. This is the most beautiful exposition of love. Compassion. Okay? I was so lucky in the last year. We got some problem on the street, and our car was broken, and there were lecture, bhajan, and suddenly some boys appear, over 20 years old. Do you need help? I said, how you can? Oh, we just leave our car on the opposite way, and seeing you in with your troubles, we just decide to help you. And they make big jam on the street. I said, no, you have to go there. Police will punish you. I said, I don't care so much. You are somewhere. They didn't know us. What we can do for you? And they took us to the temple. We did bhajan. They, of course, stay with us. And then they come to the Mayapur. And then they chant now. And they encourage with such enthusiasm others, people. They visiting also. My daughter Radha here. They come to the temple here. You know. We have to be kind, gentle. Don't force the people. Don't scare them. Because the devotion is a process. It's not only destination. Don't make this mistake. Like, if you want to approach some city, you have to make plan first. And then you have to drive car in every single moment. That single moment is most important. 1 by 1 second, you will approach the destination, right? The process of devotion. This is the Bhakti Yoga, now and here. In my life, in my body, in my family, in my city, in my country, with my temple president, let's say, right? And with our friends. Please forgive me if I'm going to go too far. I would like to tell you one story. To prove it, what kindness can do. I was in the temple 1 year ago in Poland. I was so thirsty. I want to drink. But it was time for class and for bhajan. And one of the devotees, they ran with the cup of glass, you know, and put immediately when I sit down there. And I feel such a kindness. Nobody pay attention. And I didn't know those devotees. And later on, when the class and bhajan was finished, I got so much kindness. He provided everything for me. He cared for me. And I asked his name. We start to talk. And I come to the family to Mayapur, and I say to my wife, to my family, I met such amazing devotees. You can't believe. Over 40 years devotion, I was so touched by his kindness like never before. And then we invite him to India. Then we invite him to my daughter as well. We want to be with him. And now he is here. It's my friend Rustam. And someone can say, young devotees. We have such experience from previous life. But sometimes we just have to clean up the mirror, to remove the dust, to see the reality. I never asked him when he joined. I'm thankful for the mercy as a human he revealed. His attitude was amazing. I'm sorry, Rustam, to say in front of you, but I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. My wife is so thankful. Sometimes inner association, family members, religious followers, members, sometimes we break our heart unnecessary. And Srila Prabhupada was warning the devotees. If we will keep together, like many sticks you cannot break, but the single one you can easily break it, right? And anyone who joined to this movement have to be protected. And I would like to, and I have to say, thankful to you, Damodarji. We were so happy and little jealous that you have such a temple president, care for everyone. And I experienced from your side as well so much kindness that I don't want to say definitely, but two of you, let's say, you are the one of the thousands of friends in my life, knowing person in my life, that maybe you protect me from the moving from this movement. Sometimes I have such a doubt how to live, to earn the money, to pray to God, care for the children, share with the poor people. And I said, no more. When the people knocked my door in the Mayapur, I said, I didn't eat today. And they know where I live in. And they know that I feed the people. But today I have nothing to share. And I don't want to share my last meal. But rather, she was at the day, said, Dad, you believe God. They have no power, strength to believe because they're hungry. Prabhupada said, if you're hungry, you cannot pray. That's why Prabhupada created the Food for Life program. And then I give my food to the person, and in the same day, in the night, I got the phone from Canada. And the day before, we got the cable phone, day before. And I pick up 2 a.m. morning time, Sringa, I feel, I already sent $200 for you. Please keep for yourself. No, of course not for myself. But what we need inspiration. And the last moment. It's not warning. I don't want to be too far, how to say, not fair. The sheep, the sheep, right? Sheep. How is called the man who look at after them? Shepherd. Okay. Shepherd Field in London, there is a one temple. Hare Krishna. Okay. And then he take them every day to the field, right? To take the grass. And he look at after them. What does it mean? He used also the dogs to protect from the wolf, and some danger animals to not be eaten and stolen. And the sheep feel protected. They go to the field and then come back to home with the shepherd. Every day. And they grow up, they produce their children, increase the groups, members. But one day, the shepherd take one of them, kill for the meat. That's what's happened. He protect them for himself. He eat most of them, not the wolf. He protect from the wolf, but he eat them by himself, for the family members. You know what I mean? Did you met the, like now, you can be sure that all the cows have such a called shepherd. They're protected for their own tank benefits. They will kill them and they will eat them later. Although they're supposed to protect them, right? 90% of my friends, I'm 65 years old, living on this planet. 90% of my friends, they were abused by the parents. Most of them. I know. Few of them, they grow up with love from parents. Then, government, how many of us, they really can't and care, oh, are you okay? Of course, they have some social program. That's nice. In Kali Yuga, Prabhupada said if the woman will get the nice husband, she will be very lucky. What to speak about the nice government or authorities, right? Please, keep the chanting. If you don't mind, just 1 minute, can we chant?
Yes.
Damodar?
Maybe those who like, because they are serving the prasadam,
Okay.
I would say they can go. We're
Okay.
standing outside today. And
1 minute
those who like can
or 5. Okay? Thank you very much for your presence, for your association, for your inspiration. And wish you a wonderful spiritual life. And please support the temple president, because it's a big responsibility. I will never be able to do this. I have only my daughter in my life. And still I feel guilty as a father to not look after her properly. And I always apologize her. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, go on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Go on. From the heart. Now you say. And now me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Little faster. Hare Rama. And much faster. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hari Hari. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And one time more. Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki jai. Shla Prabhupada ki jai, Sadhu Sangha ki jai, Mahamantra Hare Krishna ki jai, Go Premanandi Hare.